Okay, so I hope my voice is perfectly audible to everyone without any disturbance. A confirmation, please.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. Okay, let me give you the brief idea about what we had done last time around. We started with one more capital budgeting technique called net present value, which is basically just the application of time value of money. Try to recall what we used to do while finding the present value of differential cash flows when we were doing the time value of money calculations. The same calculations will occur again over here in the net present value. Basically, we try to find the present value of all the inflows for all the number of years, and we also find the present value of all the cash outflows for whatever the numbers given to us. And we reduce the present value of cash outflows from the present value of cash inflows. How do we make the decisions based on this? Sir, if the NPV is positive, that means the required rate of return is satisfied. Sir, if NPV is negative, required rate of return is not satisfied. If you have two or more projects, then the evaluation criteria becomes certainly different. Higher NPV, obviously, better it is for you. So you will select an alternative where you will get higher NPV if you have two or more alternatives. Today we are going to solve this question, which involves few more advancements in the NPV question. So please take a snap of it if you want to. I guess you should. You must, so that you won't have to refer it again and again from the screen. Let's start reading it from the first line. Everyone should start it along with me. Miss Priyanka Chopra wants to invest in one business project of Nick Jonas Limited. Now I don't know how to pronounce it. Jonas or Jones? क्या करते हैं भैया? Jones कहते हैं because I have just read it. I haven't listened anyone pronouncing his name. Jonas कहते हैं कि Jones कहते हैं? नहीं मालूम, चलो जाने दो, कोई बात नहीं. Her required rate of return is 9%, pretty less. बंदी बहुत कम रिक्वायर्ड रेट पे सेटल हो रही है. एनीवे, प्यार अंधा होता है. लेट्स मूव अहेड. She will have to invest 2 lakhs rupees at the end of each year for initial 4 years. Moreover, she will also have to keep 2 lakhs rupees as the working capital, which shall be released in the final year. So it will also require 2 lakhs rupees exclusively kept aside just for the working capital of this project. Anyway, we'll see that. She is expecting the following cash inflows from the project on a yearly basis. Year number 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you must have observed that the inflows are starting from the year number 5. So up to year number 4, there were no cash inflows actually. Up to year number 4, we were just making the outflows. एक तरफा पार. पहले आपको बहुत देना है, फिर शायद मिले तो ना मिले. Anyway, उनकी मर्जी भैया. Inflows are starting from year number 5. The scrap value of the project is 1.5 lakhs. This is Raddi ka paisa. Once the useful life of the project will be over, it will be given in a scrap. ભંગારમાં આપી દેવાનું, તો એમાં 1.5 lakhs rupees will be realized. Find the NPV and profitability index of the project. Also write the limitations of the profitability index, whether she should accept this project or not. Now some people would be like, sir, you are again coining another term, profitability index. What is that? Anyway, we'll see that. Nothing to be worried about. First, let's start with what we know. NPV, part number 1. Let's write the formula. NPV stands for PVCI minus PVCO. Now let me just start with the PVCI. Now you people are aware about the table we prepare, serial number, then cash inflow, then discounting factor, and then PV. Obviously, you multiply discounting factor with inflow, you have PV. Serial number of year starts with year number 5. Do not forget that, please. From 5 to 12. In every year, I guess 10,000 rupees is increased, starting from 2 lakhs. Now let's come to the year number 12 and start reading few more things about it. You have here in the third last line, please read it out. The scrap value of the project will be 1.5 lakhs. Now obviously that will be realized right in the last year, right? When do you realize the scrap value of any project? भंगार ना पैसा क्या रहा है? When you obsolete that plan entirely, right? So in the year number 12, the outflow will be plus 150 for scrap value plus something. Now some people will be like, sir, what is something now? Let's read the line number 4 here. Moreover, she will also have to keep 2 lakhs rupees as the working capital which shall be released in the final year. Now see, working capital you are not going to spend anywhere. It's not cash outflow or cash inflow, first of all. But thing is that you will have to keep this 2 lakhs rupees aside exclusively for this project. Why? Because you want to maintain this project. There would be few expenses maybe related to repairs and few other sort of things we are not aware about it. But working capital will be kept aside exclusively for this project. Now that money you cannot use for any other purpose, will be kept idle for all this number of years. So what we'll do is, in the initial year, we will consider that as an outflow. And in the year number 12, which is the last year of the project, we will consider this as the cash inflow. So time value of the money effect will be automatically adjusted. You are considering it simultaneously as an outflow as well as the inflow. But you will consider that as an outflow in the initial year. And you will consider that as an inflow in the last year. So time value of money effect will automatically be adjusted. जिनको नहीं समझा, वर्किंग कैपिटल रिलीज हुआ है लास्ट ईयर में, उनका 2 लाख रुपए इधर ऐड करना पड़ेगा. 2 lakhs rupees are added in the last year. So last year's cash inflow will be 270 plus 150 plus 2. So I guess 470, 470 and 570 and 620 will be a total, if I'm not wrong. Please cross verify that.
Yes, sir.
Good. So now everything can be started normally, just like we do. 9% can also be written like discounting factor 1 divided by 1.09. And sir, n will be 5. We are realizing this 2 lakhs rupees in the 5th year onwards. So it will start with the 5th discounting factor. Some Eddas and Eddies will start it with first one. No, it's year number 5. Do not forget that. So may I have the discounting factors, please, for all this number of years? 1 divided by 1.09. Press equal to, you get it for 1. equal to second, equal to third, equal to fourth, equal to 5. Yes, please.
0.6499,
6499. Next one.
0.5963,
Okay, next one.
5470,
Next one.
5019,
Okay, next one.
4604,
Next one.
4224,
Great. Next one.
3 3875,
Okay, and the last one.
3555.
Okay. Just a second, please. Okay, so 6499 is the right answer. Okay, so present value is just the multiplication of inflow and discounting factor. So I'll not be doing it for each and every one of this. Just multiply these two amounts, you get the PV. And here you'll take the 6,20,000 in the last year. Do not forget that. And you will give me the total of present value of cash inflow, PVCI. Let me know the answer, please. Last final answer. Giving you 1 minute uninterrupted. चलो देखते हैं किनके आंसर आते हैं. Is there any answer yet? Not from anyone. चलो कौन आंसर फर्स्ट देता है देखते हैं. इधर लोगों का 10 आ रहा है. अच्छा, Devanshi has got okay. Let's go to the PVCO. Same table will be prepared again. Serial number, cash outflow instead of inflow, discounting factor, and that is to be multiplied by present value. Now here in this case, this 2 lakhs rupees will be kept aside right at the initial stage for working capital requirement as per the line number 4. So when I say right at this moment, that means it's already a present value. And if already a present value is given to you, you generally take year number 0 from where you should start the calculation. So right in the year number 0, where the discounting factor will be taken as it is 1, there will be 2 lakhs rupees of cash outflow required for working capital purposes. Then you have year number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's read line number 3. She will have to invest 2 lakhs rupees at the end of each year for initial 4 years. So all 4 years are there. 2 lakhs rupees, 2 lakhs rupees, 2 lakhs, and 2 lakhs. Here you may just put a star mark in 0 because it's not the cash outflow. It's basically a working capital requirement. So you may have a working note number 1 for that. It's a working capital kept aside. Okay, now from this first year onwards, the discounting factor will start. 1 divided by 1.09, starting from the first year itself. Please give me a discounting factor of year number 1. 1 divided by 1.09, what do we get? Acha, when the year number 0 is there, no, then outflow will be as it is a present value, you know. So 2 lakhs will be a 2 lakhs. So discounting factor obviously becomes 1. If you multiply anything with 1, it becomes the self. 1 is very narcissistic number. उसको डिवाइड करो किधर से तो भी वहां के वहीं रहते हैं, उसको मल्टीप्लाई करो तो भी वहीं के वहीं रहते हैं. There was a very good joke about being narcissistic, you know. Step number 1, try to think about yourself. Step number 2, think about something else. Step number 3, if you are able to go to step number 2, then you are not a narcissist. Anyway, so 1 is the narcissist number. What do we get here? First one, can someone tell me please?
Point 9174.
9174. Next one equal to point
8416.
8416. Good. Next one
7722.
722. बस इतना ही. 4 digit है.
7722.
अच्छा 7722. Okay, fine. Point
7084.
7084. Very good. So now please multiply this so you get the PV. Now again, I'll not be doing it. You people are supposed to do this. Give me a final answer over here. PVCO.
8 lakh 47.
8,47,944. That's my PV CO. Okay, friends, let me know that whether this project should be accepted or not. मार दिया जाए कि छोड़ दिया जाए, बोलो इस प्रोजेक्ट के साथ क्या सुलूक किया जाए. NPV equal to PVCI is 1028 275 minus 847 944. So what do we get as an NPV there? Can someone tell me, please?
One lakh 80,331.
1,80,331. So should this project be accepted or not? Who will tell me?
Yes, sir.
It should be accepted. How do we interpret this positive NPV? That means the required rate of return of 9% of Miss Priyanka Chopra is satisfied from this project. Obviously, the NPV at 12%, 15% might be different. But at 9%, her required rate of return is satisfied. ये तो पक्की बात हो गई भैया. 9% पे बंदी सेटल हो रही है. देखो, she could have got many other people over here, you know, but प्यार अंधा होता है. कोई बात नहीं. That's not over yet. We have one more requirement. Find the NPV and the profitability index. अब NPV कर लिया तो प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी इंडेक्स हो गया. NPV अगर चिंकी है तो प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी इंडेक्स मिंकी है, कपिल शर्मा वाली. दोनों ट्विन्स है, दोनों में कोई फर्क नहीं है. NPV is just like PVCI minus PVCO and profitability index is PVCI divided by PVCO. Okay. So sir, how do we take the decisions based on that? Let's go over there. Profitability index equal to PVCI divided by PVCO. So equal to PVCI, what do we get? 1028 275 divided by 847 944. So what do you get as the PI there? Can someone tell me? 1 point something?
1.21.
1.21. Up to 4 digit will take it. Urja.
1.2126.
Okay, 1.2126. So that's the profitability index. Now the question arises, sir, how to take the decisions based on this? Well, my friend, I'm giving you 1 minute uninterrupted. Try to see how can you take the decision based on this. You will give me a one figure of PI if the project has the PI more than that figure, then it should be accepted, and if it is less than that figure, it should be rejected. What figure is this? Can someone tell me?
1.
Very true.
If it
1.
is greater than 1, then it will be accepted. And if it is less than 1, then it will come like negative. Like 8 lakh divided by 10 lakh will become negative. Means less than 1.
Absolutely correct. So all the projects which will have the positive NPV will always have the PI more than 1. Try to understand my analytical argument. All the projects which will have a positive NPV will always have a PI more than 1. What is the acceptance or rejection criteria for PI? Sir, if it is more than 1, then the project should be accepted, and if it is less than 1, then the project shall be rejected. If it is just an exclusive project, if there are 2 or more projects, then obviously higher the PI, better it is for you. But PI is in a ratio format. PI is in a ratio format. It does not give you the exact idea about the magnitude of absolute PVCO and the absolute PVCI. You don't know the magnitude of operations at which this project are operating. You don't know the scale of operations of this project. Let me give you one example. Say there is one company called Bahubali Limited, and there is another company called Chandulal Limited. Now say the PVCI of one of the project of Bahubali Limited comes somewhere around 15 crores, and the PVCO of one of the projects of Bahubali Limited comes somewhere around 10 crores. And there is a Chandulal Limited of Rajkot, where the PVCI of one of the project is coming 2 lakhs rupees and PVCO is coming 1 lakh rupees. So what will be the PI of both of this project? PI of Bahubali Limited will be 1.5 and PI of Chandulal Limited will be 2. Then some people will be like, sir, Chandulal Limited के project को accept कर लिया जाए. अरे भैया बुड़बक नहीं, बिल्कुल नहीं. You cannot ignore the magnitude of scale at which this Bahubali Limited is operating. Can you compare 15 crore rupees of project with just 2 lakhs rupees of cash inflow wala project? So PI fails to give you the idea about exact scale of operations because it's in a ratio format. And if anything is there in a ratio format, then the comparability is not there as far as these absolute amounts are concerned. I hope you are able to get my point. PI fails to tell you the magnitude of this project. Sometimes you will be better off with this 5 crore rupees of NPV rather than 1 lakh rupees of NPV in this case. कोई भी किसी को बोलोगे कि तुम्हें 5 करोड़ की एनपीवी चाहिए कि 1 लाख की, तो कौन क्या बताएगा इंसान? ऑब्वियसली बोलेंगे मेरे को 5 करोड़ की एनपीवी चाहिए, राइट? You don't want to settle with just 1 lakh rupees. So PI ignores the magnitude of scale. That's the limitation of PI. The comparability may not be there when it comes to 2 or more projects as far as the PI is concerned. Then sir, why there is requirement to find the PI at all? What PI offers which NPV can't give you? There is nothing which PI can give you which NPV can't give you. But it's just a one capital budgeting method, so that's why we have taken it. NPV and IRR, these are the widely two most followed capital budgeting techniques for project evaluation. NPV and IRR. Well, so you have got to know about this limitation of PI, that it ignores the magnitude of scale. You don't come to know that at which scale these projects are operating. You don't come to know the exact size of this project. Okay. Do we have any other requirement in this? Well, this project shall be accepted. PI is also more than one, NPV is positive. So that will be your final conclusion. Some people would be like, हमें final conclusion नहीं लिखना है. ऐसा मत करो भैया, यहाँ तक पहुंच गए हो तो छोटी सी बात के लिए मत छोड़ो. पूरा हाथ ही निकल गया, फिर पूंछ फंस जाती है और पूंछ में 1 मार्क चला जाता है. बिकॉज if I give you this question for 8 marks, no, then 1 mark will be kept exclusively aside just for your conclusion, how you have written that. तो तुमने PI अच्छी तरीके से कैलकुलेट कर लिया, लेकिन कंक्लूजन लिखना भूल गए, 1 मार्क गया, पूंछ अटक गई. Anyway, so that's it from my side. In the next session, we will Oops, I'm not audible only to Devanshi or to everyone else there?
Now audible.
Acha, now I'm audible. Okay, fine. Thank you so much. So what I was telling is, up to what point you could hear it, Devanshi? कहाँ तक सुनाई दे रहा था? बताओगे? Anyone? हाँ, right. Okay. Fine. Okay. So what I was telling is that, see, don't forget to write the conclusion when you are writing it manually on paper, so that's it. We will see IRR and हाथी की पूंछ पे अटके थे. हाँ ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं, उधर से देखो आवाज कम हो गई. Fine, no worries. So we will come up with the IRR, which is one more capital budgeting technique, in the next session. And we'll also see a few more complications about this NPV and other capital budgeting techniques. See you all. Today's BRM session will be again taken for FM. So please put your enrollment number as a mark of your attendance. That's it from my side. Bye-bye. Take care. Sayonara. Enjoy your day. See you all again. Today we have 2 more sessions for FM. Bye-bye.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, that you said that this project can be accepted or rejected, but we have to define that percentage also, that at this percentage we can accept or reject this project, or else we have to just write accepted or rejected.
Percentage means what? At 9%.
As you said that, yes, 9%. This can be accepted at 9%, like that.
Fine. I mean, if you give that it should be accepted at 9%, then it will be over explanation, because anyway required rate of return for the project is given to you. That means our expectations are pretty much clear that we want 9% only, and based on this our calculation should be happening. So if anyway
Okay,
it's straight away given to you in the question, then you may just give accepted or rejected. And if you write it, then there is nothing wrong, right?
Okay, sir. And sir, in one question only, we are required to decide that 2 projects are given, CI and CFO, inflow and outflow is given. Then we are finding NPV. Both are coming positive. Then how we will take decision from that?
Higher the NPV, better is the project.
Okay. In that we have to check that magnitude.
Yes, why not? See, when you are comparing the 2 or more projects, in that case, we also should try to see that at what scale these projects are happening. For that, we have few more capital budgeting techniques, and we may also go to IRR. We may also check into account the NPV, and when we have the projects with the different inflows and outflows, at that time, you can't take the decision just based on NPV or IRR or PI. You will have to take 2 or 3 capital budgeting techniques together to see which one is better. Sometimes what happens that you may have to operate in a limited amount of money. Say you just have a 10 lakhs, and if you are dealing in exclusive projects where you may select 2 or more projects, then you will have to give sometimes the ranking as well based on their NPV or IRR, and accordingly we may spend 10 lakhs. So all these issues are advanced capital budgeting issues. Anyway, we'll try
Okay,
to
sir.
see some complications of it in the next session.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.